Hey, Freddy with CG Off-Road. The factory exhaust on our 2008 Wrangler is big, ugly, and restrictive, so today we're going to give our Jeep a little bit more ground clearance and help it breathe better by installing this Borla Climber S-Type catback exhaust. This Borla Climber catback exhaust is going to directly replace the factory exhaust with 2.5-inch mandrel bent stainless steel tubing. It relocates the muffler towards the front for better ground clearance and will give your Jeep an aggressive sound, so today we're going to install it on our 2008 Jeep Wrangler. Tools you'll need for this installation: 15mm socket, 1/2-inch ratchet, 15mm wrench, and you'll probably need an exhaust hanger removal tool. Alright, so installing catback exhaust on the JK Wrangler is actually pretty simple. We're just going to get the Jeep up in the air, remove the factory axle back, then work our way towards the front. So this nut's so corroded, it's actually supposed to be like a 15mm, but this 12 is just barely too small. So we're going to hammer this 12 on, and hopefully it can grip onto the nut and we can break it free. Alright, well hopefully you don't have to do this. You probably won't have to, but we're going to take a cutoff wheel, we're going to cut right there, and that should break it free. Now we're going to remove the passenger side rubber hanger. You might need an exhaust hanger removal tool for this. These factory hangers can be pretty stiff. We're going to pop the driver's side hanger off, and then we should be able to wiggle the muffler off and pull it right off the over axle pipe. Same process as the passenger side. Alright, we got the factory muffler off. Now we're up front at this front pipe and we need to disconnect a clamp. However, it suffered the same fate that our muffler did, and the nut is pretty much non-existent. So we're going to have to cut the clamp again right on the pipe, just like we did on the muffler. Now we're going to remove the rubber hanger on the front of the front pipe. And finally remove the hanger near the axle. Before you can drop the exhaust, you actually have to drop down this skid blade here. You don't have to completely remove it. You can just undo this bolt and then loosen the front two and let it hang down. But if you don't remove it, the exhaust just kind of hangs here and you can't get it out. So you definitely have to get this out of the way. Okay, with the skid plate down, now we're going to twist the exhaust to pull it off. And she's out. And this is why you had to drop the skid plate, because the exhaust needs to slide out right there. And now you can completely remove the pipe. Alright, we have the factory system out of the way. Now we're going to put a clamp on the Y pipe and install our muffler assembly. Slide it onto the Y pipe and then twist it up to get it into the hanger. This is without a doubt probably the easiest catback you could possibly install. Now that you have the muffler on, all you need to do is install the tailpipe. There's just two pieces. It's so simple. Get it into the muffler and then into the hanger. Tighten up both clamps with a 15mm socket. Finally, reinstall your skid plate. And your installation's finished. All right, let's hear it. All right, we got our Borla Climber S-Type catback exhaust installed. It's tucked up nice and high. We have that big, ugly muffler out of the way. Gave us a lot more ground clearance, and it sounds a lot better too. Installation is super easy. I think I had this on in like 3 minutes. The whole installation shouldn't take you more than 45 minutes to an hour. And before you know it, you'll be heading off-road.